It's a time of change in Dong Dank, and we've got all the news you need to know. Welcome to GrapeVine News. Good evening, and welcome to GrapeVine News. I'm Gear360. To begin, I'd like to apologize for my absence last month. Unfortunately, our studio was undergoing renovations, and we were unable to broadcast anything during that time. We're back now, though, and we're looking forward to being better than ever. Thank you for staying with us. Now, on to our top stories tonight. If you've not been around lately, you might have missed some of the biggest news to hit Dong Dank in months. The lords have added new jobs for the peasants to do. No longer are the days where your only options were digging sand, mining granite, or simply selling your stamina potions in the market. In fact, there are at least 4 new jobs for you to do, with more to come as the days go on. In ascending order of personal favoritism, let me give you a brief overview. The first of these jobs is to keep the entire city of Dong Dank supplied with power. To do this, take a walk over to good old Mount Delphia and grab a pick. You will find the mountain has been filled to bursting with coal. It's your job to gather this coal and send it off to the power plants of Dong Dank. Next, we travel to the vineyard, where a tank full of grapes awaits your stomping feet. Jump on in and help produce the finest, and only, wine in all of Dong Dank. As an added bonus, if you and the other peasants can manage to make 1,000 units of vineyard wine, for a gold diamond, you can dye your name purple. You have to be quick though, as you're racing the other peasants for the name change. The old sewage plant near the Magic Quarter has recently undergone renovations and has now become a water treatment plant. Now, rather than producing waste, the plant removes it from the city's drinking water. Simply grab a shovel and clean that filth away. When it's gone, press the button to bring in a new batch of filth to clean up. If there's one thing Dong Dank's got plenty of, it's trash. The final job is undoubtedly my favorite, and that of the entire server, it seems. Out by the Great Oak Tree is a large piece of farmland. There are 2 parts of this job: harvesting and regrowth. For harvesting, grab the hoe and dig up the wheat. It's just that simple. To regrow the harvested wheat, grab the watering can and get to watering those crops. They'll grow right under your feet, and I can tell you, there's nothing more rewarding than watching those little seeds grow. Be warned, however, watering gets far less effective after dark. A plant that would take only a few seconds to grow in the middle of the day could wind up taking you up to a minute in the still of the night. With all these new jobs, you might think it fairly easy to get lost. And under normal circumstances, that would be true. But the lords are generous and have constructed a new warp pipe under the market that will take you to the brand new job office in Southshire. This impressive building will, in this reporter's estimation, soon become the new cultural hub of Dong Dank, as it is from here that you will be able to quickly move yourself from job to job. Simply stand in the beacons and select your destination. But the job center's most interesting feature is the job board. Each job has a certain level of demand to it, depending on how much it's being done. The more in demand a job is, the more gold you receive for doing said job. You can check out the demand for each job at the job board. Each job has a section on the board that changes color depending on how much peasants are doing it. For example, if it's in the green, which means a lot of peasants are doing it, you receive standard pay. If the job is in the red, however, meaning it's not being done enough, you receive a 66% increase in the gold you earn. The board updates every Minecraft day at, of course, 4:20. And you'll know when this happens when you hear this sound. It's election season here in Dong Dank, which is a strange thing for me to be saying, seeing as how we've never had elections before. But there you go, and here we are. Many of the candidates have already held their rallies and explained most of their platforms, so I'm sure we'll be seeing some interesting debate from the peasants as to who deserves the victory. I myself am still making up my own mind, but I was able to attend one of the rallies, and was even able to grab some footage of Captain Willikers laying out his platform. Let's listen in.
My fellow peasants, we are a kingdom divided. Peasants, I come here today to run for the title of Lord, not King. I do not wish for power. I just wish to restore this kingdom to what it once was. If you vote for me, no silly things will come. Just good old-fashioned Dong Dankness. More dead bones cards. More jobs. We will have to tax the kingdom heavily for some of my plans, but I will activate the ancient dwarven shrine that restores your strength, so that any peasant who wishes to work hard can make as much gold as they want. Grind for stone. Grind for Willie. I have big plans. One requires stone, so we will get a new mining job so that our dwarven plots may be dug deeper. No, that all plots may be dug deeper. Rent will increase, but so will space. Also, we will need oil, lots of oil, for a new machine to build a bigger wall around the kingdom to once and for all keep the elves out of the city. I plan to rid the city of all elves. I'll probably make some place for them to live, and then force them to move there. No elves in our city. Now, peasants, I promise a lot, and I will deliver. But there will be costs. Does more cards mean less tree? Yes, it does. We'll probably have to chop off a few branches, but let's be honest, Dead Bones cards are pretty great. To get the oil for my new wall building machine, the Azurgo Build the Wall Bigger 4000, we will need oil. A strong pipeline will be needed, though it will likely cross many plots and many of you will lose your homes, but it will be worth it to keep out those elves. Taxes will be high. Jobs won't pay anything near what they pay today, but you will have a shrine to give you strength enough to make as much gold as you can grind. There are costs to my plans, but the rewards are higher. No elves, more jobs, more cards, bigger walls, lots and lots of grinding. Vote Willie!
As usual, Captain Willikers has some interesting ideas. We'll see if his words can move the peasants of Dong Dank in the coming days. In the end, though, it's up to you. Get out there and vote, folks. Our last story of the evening brings us back home to the vineyard, where a group of penguins have emerged. Where they came from, nobody knows, but there they are, and they seem to have something planned for Nismus. According to a representative of the penguins, on the 19th of December, they will play host to a Nismus party. This party will be held in the vineyard at these coordinates: X500, Z200. They will have some very unique games, a parkour course, special items, a play, and you can get your picture taken with Santa Penguin. I had an opportunity to go down and take a look at the area they've chosen to set up their party, and I have to say it looks a literal winter wonderland. I know I'll be going, and I hope to see you there as well. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this evening. Thank you for being with us tonight, and remember, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, because if you do, Dead Bones will find you and steal your soul. And you heard it through the grapevine.